Let's skip the preambles. I'm working on a massive Silent Hill 2 video and this bullshit has my attention. House of the Dead 2 Remake is quite awful! Let's talk about it. But first, do you know who isn't awful? Who's actually really talented and deserves your support? KurokiHollow! They made the avatars used in the thumbnail of this video. It's cute as fuck! It's our OCs, and both of them really capture my feelings about this remake. KurokiHollow does make the naughty stuff. You have been warned. Their links are in the description. Support them and not this remake. Let's go! In terms of gameplay, it's a rail shooter. You shoot, reload, the game moves for you when there are normal monsters, fight a big bad boss at the end of the stage, and that's it. And sometimes the game mixes it up a bit. Plus, depending on your actions, you can take different paths. For the most part, this works in the House of the Dead 2 remake. However, there are issues. Quite a bit of them. Number 1. Getting the collectibles. For whatever reason, the time to get them is now shortened. Like, if you don't have insane reactions, you're going to miss a few of them. I know the OG also made it a challenge too, but I remember that it gave you enough time to grab them. In the remake, it's just too unforgiving. Number 2. Some of the bosses act differently, such as Judgment. Why? In the remake, you just have to wait and shoot Zero when he pops up. Carl doesn't even walk back unless you get hit. In the OG, Judgment wasn't difficult, but their purpose was to teach the player that you can't just shoot wildly at the bosses. If you kept shooting at Carl, you barely did any damage. In the remake, Carl not backing up just fills the whole screen, and it's just so jarring! Number 3. Some zombies will still be alive even though the upper body is gone. Why? It leads to moments where the player will get hit by them when you thought they were dead. It's cheap and bullshit! Number 4. The hit detection for the Magician boss fight isn't consistent. Why is it when I hit their weak spots, it may stop them from attacking? I've been trying to do a no-hit run, and this fucker is the bane of my existence. Even when I use the grenade launcher, it's like he ignores it. Why does it hit sometimes, and others it doesn't? Number 5. Last and not least, in certain situations, when the camera moves, it will guide your bullet. There's been some situations where I accidentally hit a civilian because the camera moved and for some reason the bullet just hits the civilian even though I shot the zombie. Again, these situations happen a few times in the game, especially in one of the training modes. However, it's still something I need to bring up. So yeah, I don't know why this was in the game. It wasn't in the first remake, and for some reason now it's in the second one, and it sucks. There was an issue in the previous game about the camera hiding zombies where they hit you when you couldn't see them, and now we have this bullshit. Ah! On paper, the gameplay is passable. It works, but as a rail shooter, it does so many things wrong. Now, if this was a creative artsy game, trying to mix it up a bit, sure, I wouldn't be so cynical. But nay, this is a remake to one of, if not, the best rail shooter ever. The devs dropped the ball so hard. Visually, the models are really bad. It's not charming or funny, it's cringe. Just cringe. Look at this NPC in the car. He's not even looking at you. What is this supposed to be? What's happening? Hell, look at Zil. He's not even looking at the player. He's looking off to the side. But I saved the best till last. Look at this kid. Look at his neck. What is this? The bosses look okay, I guess. Also, now you get to fire this furry. However, I will say that the tower got the best treatment. It looks great. The monster designs are passable. Some are great, such as Ken and Patrick. But oh my god, Lance, Franklin, and Eric look like they belong in an adult sci-fi porno. Yes, the OGs look cheesy, but this is too much. I guess this is a positive because I can't stop laughing at them. The visuals for the levels are not good. It's too dark, that's color, or it doesn't even load. And what the fuck is up with the reflections? Also, there's way too much fog. Are we in Silent Hill, or do the devs want to hide not adding assets? You decide! Also, there was a Silent Hill rail shooter. The more you know, the voice work is bad. No, it's really, really bad. Amy sounds like AI. Goldman now has a Southern accent. Okay? It's a creative decision, but why? I get it, there was no beating the OG, but it's just boring. Also, for some reason, so many of the civilians have a Southern accent. Devs, you do know that the game takes place in Italy? I never knew the common accent in Venice is Texan. If you're going to add bad voice acting on purpose, why not actually make the NPCs have Italian accents? Not only would it be more accurate due to the location, but you could also have fun with it? Please, just include an option for the OG voices. You did it for the music. Also, what the fuck happened to Rogan's voice? It mid-changes in the cutscene. His voice in the first remake was actually decent. What the fuck is this?
Everything is over. I have nothing more to lose. However, I must go on.
G and Harry are all right. Let's leave the rest to them. On we go. to our next battle.
So, the soundtrack is actually one of the few areas where the remake doesn't fail at. I love the new soundtrack. It's actually catchy. To top it off, you can select the OG music in the options. That's a W. A small one, but a W. Let's do the thing, let's do the thing. Let's release a game in a horrible state filled with bugs, and then update it with patches. I'm so sick of this. I get it. Bugs will pop up in games, and updates are important to patch it. But major patches, after the game is released, is a sign that the game is incomplete. And to be honest, it's too little, too late. The damage is done. First impressions are so important now. Maybe if the devs pulled a No Man's Sky and kept updating the game, maybe, just maybe, its reputation changes. But that's the thing with first impressions. People have already moved on and remember how badly it was released. I'm upset because rail shooters are a dying breed. They barely get talked about, and House of the Dead 2 is deemed to be one of, no, the best shooter of all time in my opinion. This remake doesn't even do it justice. The first remake isn't perfect, yet I adore it because it was a good try to recapture the OG vibes. The same cannot be said about the House of the Dead 2 remake. I know, they delayed the game, and I appreciate that, but the game still needed more time in the oven. I don't even know if we're going to get a House of the Dead 3 remake. In my opinion, it's the weakest game in the series, and I think a remake could potentially improve upon it. Will it happen? I kind of doubt that, and honestly, are these devs really worthy to remake it? We will wait and see. A little mention about boss mode and training mode. They make a return, and it's pretty one-to-one with the OG, but the models used in training mode are so fucking bad. I guess it's okay, like, I'm not going to complain. It's fine, I guess. That's it. I don't know what to say. House of the Dead 2 remake needed more time in the oven. I know it's quite awful, and it's really bad, but I wouldn't say it was a waste of time. One of my biggest guilty pleasures is rail shooters, and admittedly, I did have some fun with this remake. But overall, this remake is a massive mess. Maybe in the future, if the devs keep updating it, it may be passable, or even decent, but first impressions are shattered. I want to say I'm hopeful, but I don't know. And yes, I do plan to 100% this game. Fuck! Editing Mama here. I guess I may not be able to 100% this game because achievements are broken. They won't pop up, and it's really, really annoying. I did the whole get all the collectibles in one run playthrough. I did the whole under 80,000, what is it, 70,000 points, 80,000 points for one of the endings. Did it pop up? And then I see an update saying that, oh no, we fixed some of the achievements not popping up. I'm gonna go mad. I didn't realize how broken this game is. This game is literally broken. If achievements aren't even popping up, I'm going to go mad. I'm gonna go in water. What the fuck, devs? What the actual fuck? I want to reset the last House of the Dead remake, and I want to do the same thing for this one, but I literally cannot, and I'm gonna go mad. Wait. Do you want to know who you should support, who deserves your money, and are totally cool, not like this remake? KurokiHollow. They make absolutely beautiful art. My OC and their Deezy looking disgusted is just perfect. They seriously capture my feelings on this dog shit remake. They also make the naughty stuff. For real, they are a wonderful person, and I love working with them. They're dear to my heart. Their links will be in the description. Please, support them, and not this terrible remake.